Okay, welcome to the second night of our flipped classrooms. Today we are going to do copying and bisecting an angle. Some of the relevant vocab we need for tonight. Congruent. Congruent means when two figures are the same shape and size. Okay. Symbol for congruency is an equal sign with a little squiggle on top. Okay, if AB is equal to CD, then we can say that AB is congruent to CD. Okay, midpoint. The midpoint is the point between the endpoints of a segment that divides the segment into equal parts. Each segment is congruent to the original. Each segment is half the length of the original segment. Okay, and to show that, we would mark our two lines with a dash. Each one gets 1 because those two are congruent. And last one, segment bisector is any line, segment, ray, or plane that intersects the segment at its midpoint. Okay, a segment bisector intersects a segment at its midpoint, cutting it in half. Again, making these two sections congruent. All right, we are going to move on here to construct the angle bisector. So similar to the perpendicular bisector, we are going to find the line that cuts this in half. All right, a couple things we're going to do here. First thing, we're going to draw an arc. So we're going to put our compass at the vertex of our angle. We're going to draw an arc that intersects both sides of our angle. Okay, so now we have two intersection points. We have one here and we have one here. Okay, so we're going to take our compass and move it. Okay, sometimes we need to make our compass a little bigger for this to work out for us. And we're going to take our compass and make two arcs, one from each of our intersection points. We're going to make an arc here. We're going to make an arc here. And then we can create our angle bisector. So we will connect our intersection to our vertex. And if we don't know, the vertex is the part of our angle where the two rays meet. So here is our angle bisector. Okay, we'll do this one more time. We're going to put our compass on the vertex. Move our compass so that we can intersect both sides here. Okay, and again, if I don't open my compass this time, it's probably not going to intersect. So let's open up our compass and make our two arcs. One here, one going the opposite direction. Okay, and then connect from our vertex through our intersection point to make our angle bisector. Okay, so now we know that these two parts are congruent. Okay, if we ever see this on our paper somewhere, an arc and an arc, that means those two parts of the angle are congruent. So this arc and this arc are congruent. Okay, on to the next page here. Oh, before that, you guys are responsible for trying to list a set of steps needed to construct an angle bisector. Just a hint, you might want to label your vertex, label your intersection points, so you know what you're talking about here. You can refer to them. Okay, copy in an angle. So we are going to copy an angle now. First thing we're going to do is take our straight edge and draw a line, any line. Okay, so here's my line. This line is going to represent half of our angle. So here's half of our angle. Okay, next thing we need to do is take our compass and draw an arc through both sides of our angle, just like we did with the angle bisector. Okay, so here's our angle, right? We're going to take our compass. We're not going to change it. We're going to go to the end of our segment we drew and draw the same arc. Okay, here's our arc. Now we need to take our two intersection points here, our two intersection points, one here and one here, and we're going to measure with our compass how wide they are. How far apart are these two intersection points? Okay, and we're going to mark here that we did that. Okay, so now we're going to take our compass, move it over to this intersection point, and mark where these two intersect. Okay, so we have our mark, we have our intersection, so we're going to take our ruler now, we're going to connect the end of our segment through our intersection. So we get our ruler and we draw our angle. Okay, so here's our copied angle. So this angle on the left here is congruent to this angle on the right. Okay, and again, you guys are going to list the steps needed to copy an angle. And we're going to go over them tomorrow. Okay, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.